Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Lori. I'm the maker behind Stitch and Mo. I specialize in cute and creepy crochet plushies. And if you have hung out with me before, welcome back. Okay, so last week I didn't do a vlog because I really didn't do a whole lot. My chair is really squeaky. I didn't really do a whole lot last week. I am working on some Etsy orders. I had 2 voodoo dolls that I will be shipping out on Monday. And that has taken a bit longer than I'm really comfortable with. It's still well within the shipping deadline, but I think I mentioned in my last vlog that Bernat has changed the color of almond back to the older formula, and this skein that I bought, it's very soft, but it's also very thick, and it is requiring me to take way more breaks than I normally have to. I'm talking like I would do a round and then I would have to put it down and like stretch my hands, just give them a break and everything. So it's disappointing because the voodoo dolls are my best sellers, and I like the color, but the texture of it, I can't make a whole lot of those like this. So I'm thinking of taking them off of made to order and just restocking as I can. Like I said, they are my best seller, so I definitely don't want to like completely stop doing them. I'm also kind of toying with the notion of maybe trying them with Chenille Basics. I have always loved using that yarn. The one thing with that is the shipping. For one, the last time I ordered from Premier, it took more than a week to get it, which, I mean, whatever, but we're not that far away from North Carolina. And then the other part of that is the shipping cost. Like, you have to spend $75 to get free shipping, which I can easily do, but I don't always need $75 worth of yarn. And then if you only get like a handful of skeins, it's like $10. That's 2 skeins right there. So I don't know. I don't really like ordering yarn because I like to be able to feel it and see it. But so we are just gonna have to see what we're gonna do about the voodoo dolls. So yeah. But anyway, last week or this past week, today's Saturday, this past week I bought some new patterns and I'm very excited about them. I have only made one of them. It is something that I've wanted, it is a pattern that I've wanted for a long time. My son and I keep talking about it. And I finally just broke down and was like, you know what? I'm going to get this. I think it would be fun to have at pretty much all of my markets. And so it is the bearded dragon from Crochet from Mars. And this is in the Bernat Tweed. This is another yarn that killed my hands. For some reason, I thought I could do this in a 6. If I make any more in that, well, I'm going to make a 10 more in this. I might actually use an 8mm hook for this because it was a struggle. This was the first one I've made. So, the belly patch could use some improvement, but, we'll get there. But this is in the Bernat Tweed. And then this was just with the leftover antique white that I had. I love this pattern so much so that I made another one. And I haven't put his eyebrows on yet. I just realized that when I was about to start recording. But this is also in the Bernat. I don't know what this is called, but I found it at Walmart and I thought it would be really cute for some different things. And I liked this yarn for him. But I'm going to have these in the Etsy shop, and I'm going to have these at all of my markets. This one's going to be Rusty, and this one is Rocky. But I love them. The pattern was written out very detailed, lots of good pictures. It's a really, really well written pattern. It's fun to make. Yes, the belly patch is a pain because the same round, you are color changing and crocheting in limbs. So that's not the most fun to do, but they turn out so cute. And like I said, I've had my eye on this pattern for so long, so I finally got it. And I know today she is coming out with my son will yell at me if I don't say this right, Tegu pattern. And we used to have one at our zoo, and we always loved going to see him. So that one comes out today. I'm probably going to get it. And she also has an iguana pattern that I want. So I'm probably going to be getting those two because I want to add more lizards to my shop and to my display. So that's pretty much what I've done this week. I had to take 2 days off to give my hands a break. Just didn't pick up a hook. I didn't do anything. And it was nice. Not the best idea when you're in market prep mode, but need to give my hands a break. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I didn't do a vlog last week, so I wanted to make sure I could at least update with something for this week. So next week, I think I'm going to keep working through the new patterns. I bought 2 more. I got the Patricia, the Palm Buddy Possum from Just a Mom Crocheting. That is adorable. I have a leg done. I don't know if I can even find it in this mess. I'll probably start working on some of these. Like, look at this tiny little foot. I'm using Posh on that because it's easier on my hands. I'm going to work on that. And then I also bought, and I forget the exact name, but the Wendigo pattern from, it starts with an H. I'll put it up here. And I'm excited to have that because I want to do like a little cryptid corner in my booth from now on. I want to get a Nessie pattern. I have a free one, but it turns up kind of small, and I'd like for it to be a little bit bigger. And I want to do, for some reason, where we used to live, Bigfoot was huge. So I might do like a Bigfoot, maybe a Yeti, just some fun different things that I don't normally have, but that I want to make because they look like fun. So, and I'm also going to need to start really thinking about my display. I think later on I'm going to go buy a table. It's time. I've got 3 booked shows, and I'm going to have to provide tables for all of them. Like, I need to bring everything. So it's time for me to get a table. As of when I'm recording this right now on Saturday, the 28th, Academy Sports has a 6-foot foldable table on sale for $39.99. So I'm probably going to go get one of those, but I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon, well, not the rest of the afternoon, but I'm going to spend some time here in a few minutes and just look at different display layouts, and all that good stuff just to get some ideas, because this year I really want to update my booth and make it look really, really fun and not necessarily creepy, but just go along with the theme of my plushies and give them a fun place to be. And I want people to come into my booth and enjoy it and have a good time and laugh at things, crochet cockroach. That always gets a laugh. But I think that's about it for now. Like, this is going to be the shortest vlog, but sometimes that's just how it has to be this week. I didn't want to not upload something. I had 100 subscribers this week, and then I got 3 more after that. So right now I'm at 103, but I know after I post this, since I didn't post anything last week, that'll go down. It never fails. So I'm very excited and grateful for that. That's shocking to me. So thank you for being here. But with all of that, I guess I'm going to sign off now. This is going to be like 7 minutes long after I edit out all the ums and everything. Just and making sure I don't have anything else lying around. I haven't been working on a lot. The voodoo dolls have taken a lot of my time, and I'm having to, like I said, having to take so many breaks after doing it. Thanks for hanging out with me for this brief little check-in today, and hopefully next week we will have a lot more. I'm sure next week we'll have a lot more to talk about because I'm itching to get into some more patterns. I haven't started the Wendigo, and I am so excited to start it. So, with all that, thanks for hanging out with me, and come back next week and see what we get into, because we are still in market prep mode, and I just signed up for another one and I got into that, and we'll talk about that later on. It's a Halloween market. It's going to be in October, and I'm so excited. So I wanted to be in it last year, but I missed the deadline to sign up. Come back and we will talk about market prepping and display. I'm really excited about that. Display things and just whatever else we can get into. So I'll see you next week.